magic is imagination. We are moving into an age of manifestation. Things become actually less material, more ethereal. The golden dawn is when we awaken to this new station of life. What you think becomes real quicker. Regain our imagination, regain our inner child, and let that inner child out.
My name is Frank Castle, founding member of the music group Heist Click and New York City Neo Shaman. After a serious injury sidelined my career in 2013, I decided to set out on an adventure to search for myself with the help of the plant medicine ayahuasca. What I discovered waiting for me was something I could have never prepared for. It was time for me to become something more, someone more. It was time I became fearless. Light shine as my heart beats a rhythm with space and time. When the light starts to shine inside your third eye, you awake to the knowledge that you never die. I'm becoming fearless. What is up, everyone? Check a 1, 2. It's your main man, Frank Castle, your sorcerer supreme, right here each and every Saturday night on Fearless. I'm joined this week, yet again, by my co-host and etherical translator, Paula Milo.
Hey, everyone.
Hi. Let's just turn this up a little bit more. Come by the Fearless group if you want to be down with the gang, hanging out, doing some meditations, having a good time, learning a lot of new things, staying together in a time of crazy. Come on over. It's facebook.com groups, The Fearless Family. Answer the question and we'll let you in. And of course, wearefearless.com. Check it out. Check out all the designs, the t-shirts and sneakers and hats. Don't be an NPC. Don't let it take you down. We have such great artists and artwork. Thank you guys so much. We're completely grateful and thankful for all of you, everything everybody's ever done that puts their energy even just slightly into Fearless, right?
Oh, yeah.
Every thought, anything that transpires, even the dark ones, because I get to transmute you, so I never get to learn without you, so thank you as well. Thank you for allowing me to transmute your whack ass. Whoa, because we ain't playing games. Let me see your face for a second.
Oh, cat hair.
A cat hair.
Yeah.
Welcome, it's the cat hair. Let's see if we can get back on here. Bong. What's up, everyone? Hopefully, shout out to the Fearless family. Greetings. Hopefully everybody's doing really, really, really good. Oh, we got a couple of the artists here tonight too. Cousin Tony's in the chat room right now. He's the artist that does. Hold on. No. Add to screen. This is him right here. This one. Bong. Come check out some of Tony's work. He's the man. That's just one of many. It's the Warrior hoodie. The Warrior hoodie. What are you looking at me like that for? You getting your warrior powers up?
Do I need to get my warrior powers up?
I thought it was Saturday night. We drank espresso. We're ready to go.
Oh my God, I thought I was going to have a heart attack before.
Oh my goodness, right?
So we finished all of the Columbia Supremo. And we didn't go to the supermarket yet. So we had Death Wish coffee beans that Ellen gave us. And I put them in the coffee grinder and I grinded them to the same consistency of the espresso powder. And can you guys hear me? Just let me know. And I made espressos for us right before the show. And Death Wish coffee truly is got the most caffeine in it of any other coffee, because I had a double and I thought I was going to have a heart attack after. And I was like, yeah. So we will be waiting until Paula goes to the store and gets Cafe Bustelo until she could order Colombian Supremo again. Because
The Colombian Supremo.
that Death Wish coffee is no joke, and we can't drink it that way because
Might have
I
been
don't know
why I couldn't sleep last night as well. Hold on, I got to fix this.
we
This
didn't
sounds
have
like it's
one.
spiking.
We didn't have any yesterday.
No, but I had Death Wish coffee.
Oh, is that what you made? That's why I was all messed up.
I felt like I was jacked out of my
That's what happened
mind.
to me last night.
I didn't sleep until this morning. I was going 1 hour on, 1 hour off.
Well, you were in the bed at like 2, right? Or
it might have been
between
earlier.
2 and 3, because I woke up on the couch and I was like, this son of a bitch left me on the couch. I woke up and he was already sleeping. And then I tried to get in the bed, but it was Frank and Kat's. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go back on the couch. I was comfortable where I was. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. It was 2 hours. I was up for 2 hours. And then I went back to sleep. And then Baby Bear woke me up every hour on the hour this morning. But I woke up late because I was off from the sleeping. And I forgot about that because I should have known better than to do that with the coffee. I didn't know that was Death Wish coffee that we had.
That was the Death Wish. All right, look,
anyway.
I'm watching the comments right now. Volume good?
I can't even see them.
Let me know,
Okay.
and then I can fix it. Oh, there he is right there. Might be back in the area in August. Would love to see you. You fucking know it, cuz. You know it. If you're anywhere near me, you better come see me. I'll go bite you. I'll come see you. I love you, man. You're the best. You are the fucking best. I was with your brother recently and had a great talk. I think it was right after he came and saw you. So perfect. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. We'll keep the volume like this. And Della, you and Joe shouldn't be drinking Death Wish coffee. Sometimes there's products I'm just like, that one I don't think is for you. I said it.
We were doing so well with the sleeping, and then just a couple of
I can imagine
got
Della
us
getting
really
jacked
messed up.
out and grabbing my walking stick and just smashing everyone in the house like your brother when he was throwing the tree around. You're like, Della, stop it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm in a great mood. I don't know.
I am too. I'm not in a bad mood either.
A weird mood. Wait, look at me again. Smile. Okay.
What?
I thought you had something in your tooth.
No, I brushed my teeth before, do I?
No.
Okay.
Well, sometimes it's this. Like
Oh,
the back end
yeah.
comes off.
Okay.
So I want to shout out to everyone. What's up? Shout outs to Patty.
Oh, yes.
Yo, listen.
Patty, you don't even know. So, Patty, I love you and thank you. So, remember when we were, and then we're going to move on. So, we were joking about the lighters, and Frank started buying the cheap lighters and then blaming me, who never loses a lighter, that I'm the one that loses them. So, he went out and he got the fancy lighters, but Patty, who is a baby doll, she got me a whole pack of Hello Kitty lighters, and she made 2 Hello Kitty lighter totes so that you can't forget it because you take it with you. And I've been wearing it. It's right here, and I won't let Frank. I hid them.
She just said to me, "Where do
them.
you hide the lighters?" And I said, "Okay, they're over there." And she goes, "All right, well, I'm putting mine here. Don't take them."
Yep,
I'm like,
don't
"I
take
already
them."
have mine."
And she bought him lighters too. To be fair, she bought him really cute mushroom lighters. But the Hello Kitty lighters, I almost pissed myself.
I opened it, and then because
myself.
I open any box that comes here because she's like, "Yo, could you open that?" She always does that. So I opened it, and then she was like, "Well, what is that? Did you get mail? Is that for you?" That's what she said to me, just like that. And I cut it and opened it, and then opened the wrap on it, and all the mushroom that fell out, and then the lighters. It just went.
Look at it. It's the cute. It's a mushroom lighter.
And then she
holder.
went.
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
That's all I heard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't even know. The
What's
cat.
that?
Yeah, I know. Baby Bear was trying to match my my scream.
That shit is funny.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
Oh, check it out. Nick Zerbo's in the house. Just had a wonderful talk with the Zervinator. Listen, I was talking to, I think it was Ellen, about Nick the other day.
Okay.
Right? She had asked me something. She's like, oh, that's really cool that you and Nick. I think I told her the story of how Nick and I, growing up or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The 6 degrees of separation.
And then to have it come back and be that. And I said to her, well, Nick is with me on the ship. Like we're probably broadcasting at least from one spot, from that spot directly where we were when we were here. And then she just went and gave, for those that are just listening, she gave me that look, like the ship. And it was like, yeah, I can only, I can't really, I could explain it on the show. And then when you look someone in the eyes, like I'm looking at Paula right in the eyes right now, and I go, okay, so we're broadcasting from a starship that's actually in the clouds that's being camouflaged from the frequency of the human eyes.
Sure.
Right. You see how that looks, how it sounds. It's like one of those.
Oh, I don't believe it.
So
it's okay. So you were talking to Alan. You were a chatty. You were talking to Alan.
Ellen's one of my faves, like all time.
She's our fairy odd child.
Yes, that's the best way to explain it.
We're her fairy odd parents.
Everyone has their own
role
thing with my heart.
I know.
Like they fulfill this awesome role where I didn't think someone was there. Like I'm always like, well, you're my best friend, Paula. And you're like, and you're my best friend. You're my human. That's what you always say to me. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And then we start working outward from there to see who's out in the world. I mean, we're broadcasting, we're meeting tons of people and all kinds of stuff. And then it's like those who unlock the spot in your heart. Not saying that everyone does it. I'm saying that everyone does, that we've been meeting in the last couple of years, one way or another.
It's all different.
It's so different.
Same. And Ellen is a unique.
Wait. This is what I want to fucking talk about on the show. So, we had Ellen here. Shout outs to Ellen and Nick. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy name day.
We had Joe and Della here. I mean, we had Joe and Ellen here. And then they had a conversation on how it went down. Like they're two separate people.
How meeting, their experiences went down. Yes.
And it was the most, so
it was beautiful.
When you say to me, and Ellen has said this to me before too, you should be proud. Are you proud of the, and then you'll say, Frank, look at all this is going on. And I'll say, no, I am. And I am, but I've always told everyone, I've seen all your death faces. I get to see everyone's death face. Now you're all in the room together, and now you're all talking, and Paula and I are just sitting back. It was like the universe wouldn't even let you interfere in the conversation.
I wasn't allowed to speak.
No, me neither. I would just throw in like a woo and a holy shit.
I know,
and then reference this point. And Joe, in Joe's way, which was fucking awesome, was telling.
Truly articulated what
holy shit he was telling Ellen what was going on, and it calmed her down. Something I couldn't do, something Paula couldn't do. Not calmed her down. I said she wasn't bugging out. She was just listening.
No. I think it
and
gave
absorbing a perspective or something.
A better perspective on something that she was the way she was looking at something.
Yeah, or maybe the knowledge she had on the situation.
He was able to give her a different set of eyes.
And in 1 year's time, these are the beings we're working with. And I thought to myself, I am so proud of these two people right now and of myself, because I can't believe what I'm seeing, but I can believe what I'm seeing, of course.
Of course you can.
But it's like, holy shit. It's a level that's hot. Well, let me get on camera more. So it's a high level.
Just move the thing.
It's a high level frequency to be at. And to see those around us just grabbing it. And then where I fall short in explanations or whatever, even energetically or just being there or whatever, sometimes it's just to be expanded above me and beyond me where I get to sit and learn. Oh, that was actually the missing puzzle piece of the conversation.
Right.
I could never do that because that I'm not Joe.
Because you're on the other side of it.
You got to talk into the mic.
I am talking into the mic.
You can't point it down like that. It's got to be up like
Oh,
this.
okay. You're on the other side of it. You're on the other side. Your perspective is different. You're on the other side. He was on the same side she was. You were the shaman. They were being shamaned.
Yes.
So he
But
gave
they
her,
sound like shaman, the two of them.
but they are in their own right.
I love it. Because everyone is really their own shaman.
Yes.
Down deep inside.
Yes. Once you establish that relationship with your higher self, that's it. It's on. However you get there, whatever modality you choose to
There's
use.
no wrong way to do this.
No, that's it. It's on.
It's
That's
amazing.
it. You can't stop it.
The puzzle pieces coming together at this point is, beyond expectation in terms of my mind. I mean, we all want it just to everyone to pop off.
Look what happened
the
with
way it's happening.
Look what happened with your mom.
It's
We saw your
almost
mom
like
these last couple of
my
days.
mother looks fucking great.
Amazing.
No.
Amazing.
All right, so dare I say it? I mean, she
It's
no, I'm
transformative.
not saying anything bad about her, but she
No,
first of all looks beautiful.
We're saying
I was
that
like,
she's coming through that.
She lost
thing.
weight.
Yeah, she lost
and
weight.
then I
She
think
looks great.
we all hold stress differently, and
Yeah.
then she would hold hers in
the back of her
the
neck.
back, and it would always look kind of swell right here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when you put on weight, it's kind of like she dropped that, and she's like light up.
Yeah, she's all Diane. She's back to.
I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep up with her the other day, but I said, when I wrote you, I said, it's all over the place, but it's good. It's not.
No, I know.
It's not anything. I was not expecting.
I know. I'm happy.
So,
I'm happy because we got her back.
I want to say this though. I'm not just prouding on I only got the people around me to talk about, like in terms of like really good stuff and the things I know about, and that's all I got. But I'm sure that you guys are doing this as well. This has to be happening to everyone here one way or another.
But we're all doing it. That's why we're all listening, because if you're not listening, there's nothing here for you. You understand? So the people who are listening or who will listen later on, it's either going to resonate or it's not. But yeah, something
big is going on.
Is happening because it's getting light and it's feeling positive, and
people that you were like checking off the list, like they're not making it or see you around, they're there in the pocket.
Things don't matter. I had a very strange experience today. I went to get a manicure and a pedicure. Now, I haven't gotten one since before COVID. So this was my first time. And the lady in the chair, the lady that did my feet, she was like, "Oh, it's been a long time, hasn't it?" And I said, "Yes," because I looked like I had little boy feet. So, and I felt like a girl, like I felt like a female, like a girl again. Hi, Ellen. And it was a wonderful feeling, but it's very strange being out there. It's like, and I'm going to say it, and I don't mean it the way it's going to come off, but it's like, we're living in a society where it's like the zombies are just getting smarter now.
Oh,
like,
yeah. You said something that hit me.
All walking around with these masks, and now we're taking temperatures and glass shields.
What did they do to you? Because they dropped the mask mandate here.
Well,
they dropped it. No. The people who sent me shit, and I'm like, oh, you don't have to do this no more?
I had to take my temperature. I had to keep my mask on, and I can't breathe with that.
Wait.
I hate it.
We're gonna talk about this right now. So they did they point?
No, I had to put my wrist up against the thing.
Okay, so it wasn't a gun type.
It was on the wall.
Okay, but
it looked like a thing for your, like, you tap your credit card.
Yes. Okay, so they were saying subliminally putting the temperature gun. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do this.
No,
I
go
hate.
ahead.
I know
you're gonna fake kill me. Go ahead.
They hold the temperature gun to you now to get you used to holding the gun to their face and blowing their head off later. Check it. It's all a subliminal thing to get the community ready. Now, when you're imagine, we've seen the movies where you go in, you get scanned, the next person gets scanned, the third person, and the fucking glass comes down and they melt you in the glass because no, we can't let them in. Oh my God.
Yeah, because you have a temperature.
Okay, what did we see that in last night?
That movie with Dave Bautista
Okay,
on
so
Netflix.
we
Yeah,
watched
it was the same thing.
a zombie movie.
Yeah, a zombie
a
movie.
literal zombie
Maybe
apocalypse
that's why
movie
I
last
said
night.
that. Yeah, I didn't even think of
No,
that.
but you came in on fire today
Oh, I
when
was.
you said,
I
wait,
was.
what did, say it again. What you said to me when you walked in.
It was like the zombies are getting smarter. And
they're trying to, the zombies were trying to do some shit outside, like be together out there in public, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And I know what you mean.
it's just weird.
Everyone
It's
just huddles and gets in each other's
it's just
ways,
weird. And you know, I had to
they
put
don't
my
use their
name and my number
blinkers.
down, and you know, like
it's check this out. You ready? You have to stay 6 feet apart. Then why is this in my face? Right. Okay, next.
Right.
Oh, so this is okay, but wait, my favorite is you can go to a restaurant and you can't eat inside, but you could eat outside if it's inside.
If it's inside, yeah, I know. But now I don't know the rules because everything's different now. It's like I don't understand what's happening. I always bring a mask. I don't. Anyway,
you see what the preparation is for, though, right?
Right, but it was horrible. So I had this great experience because I had to get my feet done. I mean, it was so bad, and at least now, like you know, and it just took all the energy out of me. And then I needed to. When I came home, like I needed to transmute that. So I thought I would do that through espresso. And I guess that really wasn't a good idea. I said, I'm either gonna I'm either gonna have to poop or I'm gonna have an ulcer. I don't know. And it might happen now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was just a little strange. You know, maybe I have to re-enter society like everybody else, but I don't know. I like doing everything not on the weekend. It's just,
yeah, man. It's all conditioning. I think. Let me grab the words because I'm a little stoned and I'm rambling.
It really is conditioning. You know, like my sister got the second shot. She got the shot.
Wait, no,
she didn't tell.
Yo, guess what? My sister's getting it on.
I know the second shot.
Oh shit! Everyone's
Next
getting
Friday,
it.
She's getting it.
Guess who's not? Apparently, all I could speak is for myself because all of my fucking peeps fell apart.
No, you know what?
No judgment,
Frank, it's okay.
But I don't all did it.
No, I don't judge, but I was like, really?
And I'm speaking to naturally the ones that did it and against the ones that didn't. And I'm not separating us. I'm just saying you better start meditating now and raising that fucking frequency and vibration.
So, you know, I mean, I'm sending love. And, you know, she's okay. She didn't really have any reaction. So she's okay.
It amazes me how many times people say one thing and do another or believe strongly in it, but yet go the other way just to go with the fucking crowd.
No, I think some people make decisions out of fear because if their employers are making them get it, even though OSHA sent out that letter that says companies can't do that, you know, I mean, I was just
Adele is with us.
I was just a little shocked, but
I'm not trying to create teams here, but I'm going to tell you something right now. You already can't go to sperm banks with your sperm if you took the shot. You can't give blood. You can't give plasma. There's like situational shit.
I just hope there's not a blood shortage now.
You can't help any longer, and now they want us to wear masks to protect you from those who were vaccinated.
Right. And why did Bill Maher get COVID if he was just vaccinated?
What about 7 players on the Yankees? They all got COVID and had to fucking not play.
Yeah, but were they vaccinated?
Yes. And it was so quiet. So quiet. They all dropped it once. There's like groups of this shit going on, and it's just not being reported on. Bill Maher said, man, I've been doing this shit for years, and I don't like Bill Maher at all.
Oh, I want to thank Lisa in the group for suggesting to have dark chocolate with the espresso. I was going to buy it today after I got my feet done, but I was so, I guess, shocked from the way I felt being out that I didn't run to the store. I have to do that tomorrow morning. So, but yes, I cannot wait. So, because I love dark chocolate and I would love to have it with my espresso. So, but I will do that tomorrow. It was, it was just a little weird. Like I didn't expect to feel that. And then Frank, you had said something that triggered. You said, are you noticing that you're noticing things you've never noticed before?
Oh my God. So I watched you go, you were aware of awareness. How do I explain this? It sounds weird. You were aware of the fact that you were more aware in your awareness. And then I was watching you do it going, oh, she's way more aware. And now, and then you started talking about it. And I went, oh, she, this is what the fuck we're talking about.
And I'm like,
when we're like, oh, one day she just wakes up and goes, there's zombies, they're gathering, and they're trying to pretend like we can be the public.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's
moseying and bumping into each other, not giving a shit. You said something that was mad intelligent too. You're like, yo, everyone's fucking wearing a mask. You're wearing a mask in your fucking car, so you feel like that makes a difference whether or not you could drive like a fucking dick.
Yeah,
like straight up.
No accountability. No one sees your face. I don't know.
We were in Home Depot. Those two Jamaican ladies were so nasty. And I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you're blocking the whole thing, right? And then they were just being mean under the mask. And I'm like, yo, y'all wouldn't be saying that with the masks on. Like, she was being rude to everyone. But
no, like, she was. They were rude to everyone.
It makes you feel like you could be like a death ninja.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
I could say fucked up things, and then I can get away with fucked up things.
I really don't like it.
I don't either.
I really don't.
I always imagine everyone under it has just teeth and fangs. Those are the ones that's why they're wearing it. And then there's ones like me and you. Like we go to the store over here. Yo, my pizzeria guy, he wears the mask all the time. I walk in, he pulls it off.
To say hello.
I pull mine down, and he smiles like this.
That's the only thing that bothers me. No one can really see you smile.
And the minute someone comes in, he goes, and then if they're masked up and shit, he just stays, doesn't say a fucking word because he's pretty quiet, actually, and he has the accent and everything. And then as soon as they're not there, he talks. He talks to me like me and you talk to each other. And I'm like, holy shit. So it just shows you that some of us.
I think he's an alien.
Well, we're all aliens. We're all ETs.
I think he's an alien.
But they're making fresh pizza now. That shit is good.
With love.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
yo, we went and we ordered, and then Paula was having some issues prior for years to this or whatever. Get heartburn and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like his pizza.
We went there because we were talking about it, and we talking about the guy leveling up and all this. And I told Ellen, come on, let's go. And we're going to go get pizza.
Lunch.
She bought lunch for everyone. And then she got a white and a red, and there was no heartburn. I had no heartburn. My God,
it was the best pizza. We ate it all day.
As a matter of fact, I had no issues. And then I just ate too much, I think. And it looked different. And the food in the case looked different. When you're on fire, you're on fire.
Because it's perspective.
The front of the house is the exact same way as I'm talking about the pizzeria guy. But because you're doing the same thing, but with plants. But it's cats.
Perspective, because that's all it is. This change, this step into something different. It's not everyone has more money. It's not everyone's life gets easier. It's the same life. It's just more perspective. So it's growing. And when that perspective grows, you can see it from so many different angles.
Yes.
Like if I look out the kitchen window, I can't really see much. Like I can only see it's like, oh, Christy, I love you. You can't see much.
So, Matt.
But that's
positive vibes.
But that's like our perspective. I could see the neighbor's house, and then I can see all the way to the edge of our property, almost to the edge of our property. And then that's all I can see, So now if I'm living my life and that's all I can see, how do I know there's any more? Is it just black after that? Or is there a waterfall? Or does the world end? Or does something fall off? Or...
Oh my God, that's the funniest thing I think, lowercase g, that you've said in a long time.
No, but think about it.
Does it just fall off?
Like what happens? If I can't see it, and this is how we walk around our daily lives. So it's all perspective. So I was so happy when hi Michael, I hope you made the cookies. I hope they were good.
Yeah, he sent me pictures.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Did he get the cracks?
It looked just like ours, except his was lighter.
Yeah, because he used the good almond. I bought this organic almond flour this time, the second time, and it was very it was good, but I got to use the flour we bought the first time because it makes a softer cookie. Anyway,
shit was delicious.
Yeah, but it's just perspective, basically. See, people think I'm going to forget because I'm high. No, I never forget where I am. So, but it is. It's perspective. It's how you look at it. And something was going on with me, and my higher self was like, turn your head this way, turn your head that way. You got to get home. You have to get home right now. You have to get home right now. You cannot be out anymore. You need to be home now.
All right. So has your inner voice
gotten
louder?
She has been, yes.
That's how when I've noticed when I'm on mushrooms now, since I kind of enjoy that weird first feeling, the way I know it's working is like when I'm listening to my thoughts, it like cranks up to like 100 more percent. Where you're just like, wow, you're in there, aren't you?
Yeah, because they can't point, they can't tap you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So they have
and I'm like, wow, that's true. I'm inside. Then you try to talk, and it's easier to be telepathic, almost, because it's working faster. And
yeah, because that's how I think it should be. You know, I think I think it's like we listened to Elizabeth April, and you know, she basically says what I feel like. If you think it and you put it out, it should be done. It should get there as quickly, and it's done. So if I say, Frank, protection now, bam, it should be done.
So Shaman or Robert Hawley, Shaman Robert, the Golden Lantern, he said the same thing about mantras.
Yeah.
And he learned that from, I think, Shaman Jimmy, who I heard him, he got in my shit once. He's like, man, you don't be needing to do the mantra 5,000 times.
No.
Because whatever is there is going to get annoyed and believe that you don't fucking believe.
Right.
So why are you still doing it?
Right.
You do it one time and believe, and it will work better than ever.
That? Yep. One time.
Ellen, I love seeing you. I love seeing Nick. I wish I would have had more time with when Nick got here, because I'm always happy to. I wanted to talk crypto and all kinds of crazy shit, but we'll get it going on the next time again. But wow, do we have epic hangouts all the time? And everybody, do not mind. I woke up today weird because I didn't sleep last night.
Tell him what you told
and I got I was talking to Kevin, Sons of the Sun, by the way.
No, tell him what you said.
I'm looking into the camera, and my eye, wait, everything's reversed. This eye keeps going down, like just a little bit. And I'm like, I got to keep.
So what were you calling it? Tell it.
I was like, yo, you look like Forrest Whitaker. I'm like, yeah, I go, the Forrest Whitaker's in the house. I'm like, Dayquil and NyQuil in the same fucking sentence. The fuck is happening to me? Why is half my face not working properly? And I'm smoking, but I didn't sleep. I slept an hour, woke up, flipped, tossed. I took the pillowcase apart.
I know, you told me. I know.
And I don't know why I did that. I don't remember doing it. I remember sticking my hand in something and tearing it out, and I was like, what is happening? When I woke up, the pillow was this big.
Last night's sleep was not good at all. It was just terrible. And whatever.
So can we just talk about you
sorry,
killing my leg?
Did I just
that was my leg. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
you
sorry.
You can't go any further, it'll break.
I'm
anyway.
sorry.
So let's just go over something real quick.
Sure, go ahead. What do you want?
Because a lot of people have been writing me, and I've been responding. You see me writing all kinds of crazy shit.
You were
Somebody was having an issue with what they didn't know, whether it was a demon, whether it was some kind of entity outside of demonics, a being trying to eat from them. Like they described it as like a death or whatever, but this was like a third person to do that in the same day, discuss the same topic. And every time that happens, I'm like opted. It's weird that it would happen the day before the show, and then I have to refresh myself because I already know what to do. But when you have to explain to a newbie, I don't mean newbie, but like a fresh new person to the situation who's like, yo, there's a problem and I'm aware of it, and everyone's telling me it's okay, but I know there's a no okay because of something that happened a long time ago. And I'm like, you don't even got to explain it. I get it. I fucking get it. We all have it. And those that are denying you probably have it or have had it and then got rid of it and now are moving on. Don't even want to fucking be around anyone that's like that.
Right.
Okay. So entities bothering you in the home. Because I've had physical issues where you could put crystals out. They come right through the protective
but they're
circles.
not bothering us. They're just kind of checking in, and
sometimes
some of them want to hang out. And
sometimes,
like, all right.
Sometimes they're complete dicks. And
that's what I wanted. Remember last night before I fell asleep?
Yes.
So we watched this movie on Netflix with Robert Batista, and I didn't. Look, if you want to watch a zombie movie, it's a good zombie movie, but it wasn't a really good movie. So I started to fall asleep, which I would have started to fall asleep anyway, probably. But before the movie started, Frank said, I just want to take a quick shower before you put the movie on. So I said, okay, no problem. So I was watching something else, and I go into the kitchen for something, and I handled it by myself because I didn't tell you. I just remembered now. there's an entity that I see in the kitchen window every now and then, and it tries to scare me by taking the shape of something scary. And, you know, like I say, you believe it or not, I really don't care. This is what happened last night before we put on the movie. You were in the shower, and I was going to go in and tell you, but I had already bothered. No, I said, let me just leave him alone. That was the other time. Let me just leave him alone. And then, you know, I said, you can't stay here. You're not welcome here. And then I told all of the other beings, you know, it is not welcome here. It must leave. And then he left. And then I had the living room window open, and I said, and you're not going to try to scare me through the living room window either. And you have to leave. And then I heard it's gone.
Okay. So perfect.
So yeah, there's been a lot of shit happening.
Okay, so this is what I was getting at. You're in that realm.
Okay.
What do you do to get rid of something that you don't? Okay, so I'll give you a situation. Okay, you don't know what you're dealing with, and it starts.
You do the same thing. You just tell it to leave.
It's not working. You've seen what happens to me.
You demand that it leaves,
and then
you get a big piece of salt.
What do you do with the salt?
Put it on it.
Put it on what? Let's be descriptive. We know what to do. They don't know what to do.
Oh,
Let's pretend they're a brand new fucking people not paying attention.
Oh, okay. Well, you put it on the entity, or you throw it at the entity. You sprinkle it. If you have table salt, you just put salt.
You gargle with it?
If you think it's on you
or in you,
yeah, you definitely.
You can sip some.
No, yeah, you
brush your mouth with it.
Yeah,
your sinuses, because it'll like to gather in the front. Oh, my fucking head.
Just put it on your body. Just hold it to your body.
Put your feet in water.
Why did you ask me about this? What are we?
We're gonna teach a class right now in what to do if you don't fucking know what you're dealing with.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't make this easy sometimes.
I'm sorry, I
so
forgot
much.
what we were.
Okay, so we're discussing on. You don't know what you're dealing with. And
until it happens, yeah.
Okay, it's happening now. What do you do? And the first thing you would do is
the first thing I would do.
Salt. Okay, okay.
Well, first I would ask it to leave, and then I would demand that it left.
Right.
And then if it didn't leave, then I get the salt.
Okay. Do you put the salt anywhere in your home?
Everywhere, over the doorways, in the corners,
right.
You know, everywhere, and then I get the sage. And then I get the big. Well, we're actually growing sage because we're going to try to make one. I don't think we'll have enough sage, but for one,
that plant is gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
Gorgeous, absolutely
it's so
gorgeous.
Beautiful. I would love to be able to grow it like into a bush, like a big.
Absolutely.
Does sage grow like that? Does anyone know if it can grow into like a bush?
So, you definitely then use sage.
Oh, or yeah,
right.
Or
regular.
Palo,
this is like
what is
white sage.
Alto.
Palo Santo.
Hold on. Why do I always say that name wrong?
I think one of them's a place and one of them.
No, one's an airport, I think, and I keep saying it.
Right. So you go and sage your home, but before you ever sage anything, you light this bad boy right here. Right. Where's my lighter? There it is, right there. Could you give that to me?
Yes.
We'll do it on school. Just because. 3 separate people having a similar thing happen.
Oh, they're having a problem with an entity they won't leave? Is that it? Oh.
And it's a constant, and no one else can help.
Oh, okay.
So they were asking me, and apparently I'm maybe being more accurately descriptive.
Are they fearless people?
I don't know. They maybe
just 3 people that contacted you.
Yes.
Okay. I got it. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's exactly what we've done.
All right. Okay. Let me tell you something.
All right. Let me clear this up let me clear this up. This isn't what I would do. This is what I have already done here in this house when an entity has not wanted to leave. This is what I, Paula, myself have done, believe it or not, because it doesn't matter to me.
Willow, I love you.
But this is what I have already done. This is not. It's what I would do, but it's something I've already done because we've already been in this situation. It just doesn't count unless it's like 250 times, and I don't think we're there yet. So, how many times? Anyway,
listen, I know people bug out. They'll be holding shit like this, stressing, spinning it around themselves, around the house. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't freak out. First step, it's going to make you feel freaky and weird.
Right.
It's going to change your reflection in your
Right.
face. Your eyes are going to change. People are going to notice something.
Right.
You're going to notice something.
Right.
You're not going to know what the fuck and where it's coming. Is
Right.
it a demon? Is it a monster? Am I not getting into heaven? Is this hell? Is this something frank? I get a lot of the people that are dead serious. They're like, yo, nobody believes me, because when it's really happening and going down and you're aware of it, it is the fucking craziest thing ever. Like, it's just like with breakthroughs with DMT. We can talk about it all day, but those that break through just look at each other and go, yep. Like, we already know, because there is no talking about it. You just kind of break through. It's so,
you just kind of,
it's fucking insane on a level that I'm doing the show trying to explain.
You're setting me on fire right now.
Sorry. Anyway, so I always, as a shaman, sage myself first, just in case, right? So I go a couple times around me. I feel comfortable that I'm covered. Then you can sage everything else real quick. Light the other one. Go through your routine. Light a candle. I always have I have a little Sekhmet jammy right here with the candle in it.
Yeah,
I want you guys to understand. So there is no questioning. You have like something to go on and go by, right? Little jammy, candle in there's lit. Some salt, your favorite fucking crystals.
That's Himalayan salt.
Yes, Himalayan salt.
We keep it all over.
We have a couple of throws that are small for like meditation, right?
But they're mandala.
They're mandalas, so they're circles, so you could just throw it down.
Yep.
And sit in it, and that's your protective circle.
Right.
But
really,
there's oils. Hold on, lavender oils.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. See, everybody believes in different beings, right? So
look, it doesn't matter if you believe it's going to work. It's going to work because you already believe it's going to work.
But sometimes it doesn't work because there are people like me where I'm afraid. I'm not afraid for them but you get thrown into it. But I have you there sometimes as a stopgap, so I can explain to you what's happening to me, and you could help me get out of it, which has happened a million times. But what about the million times where you weren't? And I've tried everything you showed me, and I knew, and this knew, and this knew, and it didn't work. We worked with Joe for days, 2 sessions. Tiffany came in, Shaman Tiffany, shout outs. She's fucking awesome. Congratulations, you're the best. So she comes in and looks right at him and was like, oh yeah. And then knew in the name of Jesus, right? Now we make jokes. I make jokes, but I go Space Jesus. I know him, but someone that doesn't have any reference point but Jesus. Even if you're like as a kid, they were introduced like this is God and whatever, and then never touch it again. They don't go to church or whatever. When the shit hits the fan, if it becomes some kind of psychedelic, religious experience because this fucking thing is happening to me, your only reference is that character. Oh, I guess Jesus is real when you go say Jesus and you say Jesus and it fucking works. So basically it's who you believe in. If you believe it.
Oh, I know it works for me. I told you that story when I was being attacked in my bedroom. It felt like a demonic entity hovering right over me. I said, in the name of Christ, you have to leave.
See, that's never worked for me. However, the Shiva stuff has worked for me. Because and he showed up as a Christ.
But that's okay. Character. That's what you resonate with. It doesn't matter if you
No, I know. I'm saying this. All right.
Yeah. I'm not fighting with you,
bro. No. I'm trying to just lead the conversation.
I'm sorry. I should. Oh, okay. I'm
all right. So if you believe in Shiva will fucking come and throw a helping hand, won't save you, will help uplift you, give you enough power. I mean, shit, if Jesus is real to you and you see when you say his name, because you see the demon and then you feel the Jesus energy, the Christ energy, Christ consciousness energy, or raw consciousness energy, whatever the fuck you feel you resonate with, and then you feel that energy, you instantly go, oh, this shit is fucking on. It's real. So everyone's game rises in that situation.
Yeah.
There we go.
Roxy, she's hollering.
I know.
There you go. Okay. Oh, word.
So you can pull to that. And then some people just resonate with, I pull from me and through me. That's okay. You can do that. And guess what? And we could all be fucking friends. I just said to somebody in one of the comments of the last episode who was mad disrespectful. You could have just had this conversation with me one-on-one.
Oh, the one
and
that
I was just talking mad shit and then being all like
about me,
high and mighty.
About me?
Yeah.
That's
well,
right.
if you don't know, then you don't know. Then you, I'm like, if I walked onto your block and sat on your doorstep and was like, oh, you don't fucking know? You don't know who you are? You don't know what's up? You don't know? And you did that shit in front of all my friends? In that situation, you'd be challenging me to a duel. Right? It'd be a fucking duel right there. But if you just said, hey, man, did you, first of all, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Did you know that from my perspective, I see something I don't know if you're aware of? Right. May I come and drop of some knowledge on you? Right. Because then I could choose to say yes or no. I could choose to tell you who the fuck does this person think they are, or open the door all the way and say, sure, come on in, have some coffee. And I've noticed lately more people are nicer than not. How many people are nice to us when we go for the walk?
All the time.
No, come on. Everyone's not like, hi. Mm-hmm. Why is that happening? All over. We're all beginning to rise and resonate with each other. That's what's happening. You could see it in the eyes, who's being the fucking troublemaker and who's not. You're going to read the energy. It's beginning to happen on a level that we've talked about. And you're like, but it goes in such a, everything just boom in me again, just right there.
Go ahead. You do your thing. You do you, boo.
Here, take this.
All right.
It just begins to happen on such a low, weird, resonating level. And then bang, you're in it. So you could deny it all you want, but you're there. You're having the conversation. You're aware of something happening. And then you see something that gets you to go, oh, that was happening for sure. I took a look at this for the first time with new eyes.
It's not new eyes. It's a wider perspective.
Well, it's a fresh perspective.
It's a big, no. It's wider. So like looking out the kitchen window, I could only see this much. Now I can see this much.
Right.
Now you can't see my other hand this much. I can't see my right hand. You're seeing a little bit more. So you're seeing with the same eyes, your perspective is changing. That means your frequency and your vibration is changing. That means everything is changing. Still the same world. Still got fucking bills to pay at the end of the month. It doesn't mean that you get out of the shit. Freaking Oscar has to go back to the vet to see a dental specialist. So, this is, best case scenario. What are you going to do? This is the way it is. This is the 3-day life we have to work through until we don't,
So, Madfinger, you are so right. We are designed to succeed.
But we all are designed.
You're a genie, and the bottle is just you,
right,
in your body, not knowing it's you until now. Now you know.
Success is different for so many people.
Yo, my boy, I don't want to say his name, but I worked with him recently. You know him. I went to his house and worked with him with the team. Okay. He's like asked me about, I work at this job. And it hurts me to be there as much as it is. But I do this other thing. And then he said what it is and said, I'm really good at it. And I am so fucking happy. Now I have an opportunity to do X, Y, and Z. But my parents would say this. And then I think this, not really what they're saying. And I saw his, I must be, because his parents can't be much older than us at all. So let's say 55. So we're in the in-between. So I understand him.
Right.
Like, that's my boy.
I get it.
But I understand them because that's how I learned.
Right. But he has to be happy.
Has to be.
He has to be happy, not them.
It's about you.
I did it my whole life.
There's this thing with, so things get presented.
Wasted time.
I don't belong here. I don't feel right. This isn't correct. Right. It's hurting me to be here. It's draining.
That's how it was at the end of the movie company.
Christ.
It hurt me to go there.
You were like,
remember that at the end?
But you're like bright light. Of course, you're gonna get drained out in public.
Of course.
But and it's not like you're working where there's not a million people.
Yeah,
There was a
I was
bazillion
on
people.
125th Street in Harlem.
Okay, most of y'all hear that in this show.
Bright light. Okay,
y'all couldn't
bright
hang
light.
out on that corner at
don't-
8 a.m. for 20 minutes without going, get me the fuck out of
You
here.
don't know. I did it, and it wasn't the location at all. It had
See,
nothing to do with that.
We're like, no, it's all right. Whatever.
There was a man. Every time I went to work in the summer, he would be in a wheelchair with no underwear.
You just had it fucking out, straight shirt cocking it.
Straight shirt cocking it, and then there was the prostitute on the corner.
Oh, you had one of those? I worked in Hunts Point. I knew them. They all knew me. Hey, Inspector. They didn't know my name because I wouldn't go near them.
You
But
couldn't get sugar.
I had a
Dunkin'
giant
Donuts,
Inspector shirt.
like where the sugar and the straws and the napkins are in Dunkin' Donuts.
Are you serious?
They had to take it all away because the people would come in and take them, and like it was just awful. It was like the Wild West, and it wasn't even that. Like that didn't really bother me because I threw love at everything. It was just time not to do that anymore. Like I ran myself down the second time too. Like I just couldn't take it. I can't take the hits for everybody. You can't turn off being an empath. You can't turn off your light, and
you got to learn to work with your abilities. At first, even superpowers in movies with superheroes, or the hero, his power is damaging at first. Cyclops manifests it. He hurts the kid in the bathroom. His eye beams go off, and now I have to keep my eyes closed and be humble, because if I open them, I'll just fucking kill you. Like you'll just explode. So I have to keep my eyes. So okay, but once he gains control of that, he becomes like this Captain America of the X-Men leader type.
Right. But
and he can just control his powers.
But everyone, if
baby steps,
woke up, they could be able to discover
Jean Grey,
yes.
she hears everyone's thoughts,
right.
and then eventually has to get it together.
Right.
Superman, he could hear literally, he could hear everything, unless it's in lead or something, and then he can't hear you fart or whatever. And however, when it first manifested, remember in the Superman movie with General Zod? He goes, he rips Zod's helmet off and goes, "How does that feel?" It's the sound of hearing every sound all at once. And he was like, "Ah!" That's what it's like having a fucking awakening. You know that, right? He's like, "I've had my whole life to learn how to deal with that." And then Zod's like, he goes, "I'm a champion for the planet. I'm like the leader of the Kryptonians." And he masters the ability each time he uses it a little bit at a time. That's us mastering our abilities one little step at a time.
Sure.
You don't think so?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Look cute with your little mushroom thing.
Thank you.
With your Hello Kitty.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. You guys are great. So awesome.
Yes, Patty, thank you very much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It made me very happy. I screamed like a little girl, and then I pissed a little.
So let's continue the process about what to do to ward some things off, to get them out of you. You can take a bath with sea salt, right?
Oh, yeah.
What about ionized water, crystal, like you putting the crystals in them and everything?
You bless your food.
Blessing the food. I always get more done in the shower when the water hits me. It's always.
I do too. That's when I push everything out of my body.
Yeah.
All the negativity out of my body, the pain.
You could do contract revocations.
Yeah. Oh, I do that too.
Right.
I do that too.
In the contract revocations, you were a master at this. Breaking contract and meaning it. I'm getting used to it too. When I demanded the other day, I'm wealthy. Oh, I demanded it. I did it respectfully, but with confidence. I can't explain it. It's like this weird. You're humble, but you mean it.
No, you declared it in the middle.
Declared it. That's what I mean to say.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me all the time with that shit, because
you're welcome.
It's the truth. I declared it, but it was like with emotion, without being a whiny bitch. Like
no, you weren't.
It
Ellen
came
was
out
here.
like
you were not a whiny bitch at all.
It was just, but I think that's what they mean when you master your stuff. I went from a fucking screaming, well, you
got a little scared,
to a focused,
right,
demon smashing, reptilian fucking helloing and UFO riding. Like in the beginning, it was, and I've said this a million times, like, I don't know why my heart didn't stop. However, I had my heart stopped. Okay,
Right.
but let's keep going because this shit gets crazy because sometimes it's black goo.
Okay.
Sometimes, all right. So we heard this on, I think, was it one of the shows where they said that voodoo worked on the people who believed in it, even remotely, but didn't if you had no clue. It just wouldn't work. So they were trying to show you that each culture has their own version of the same exact thing.
Of course it does.
And how to defend against it.
Of
So
course
if
it does.
your belief structure and system could be the way they're getting in, and it's also the structure that could shut it down. Right? So if you do believe in Jesus, in any space Jesus in any way, then they're getting in through the belief that demons arrive and then Jesus casts them out. That's the kind of, we're in a fucking script in a video game. I don't know how else to tell you guys this, that it's like a giant holographic projection that you get to play these events out, and you get to do it in different uniforms, different sleeves, your human flesh suit. This is what's going on. And we're just trying to master the human suit, but the human suit is masterable in any way, shape, or form through any individual that has one. In other words, there is no correct way to do this. You can do anything and make it occur and happen in any way, infinitely in other directions, because it's a suit that fits the creator, like straight creator boss.
Right.
So you get to be the creator in the suit, and then like take the suit and transmute it. It's yours. Like, do you die? Not really. You know, we just get healthier and then go wherever the fuck we want. We could be here and there at the same time. That's even funnier one, but that's like too advanced. You start saying stuff like that and they go, I don't know. The pizza guy was even like, dude, you're here and you're here in those frequencies and in this frequency too. Then that's how you're doing it. It's not that you get into the frequency. You're already in the frequency because you're source. So you're already there, and then you're just accessible through the holographic projection in the game. I was like, yeah, I drank ayahuasca. What did you do? He's like, I've been cooking without love. I was like, whoa, mind fucking blown right there. Once again, Mad Fingers, you were designed to succeed. You get to, all right. So did you remember the game Dig Dug?
No.
Where you had to like press the button and dig through the dirt with like the air pump thing, and then things would chase you through the hole you make. Like you make the line and you keep going, and you have to like access different things. So it's almost like you're digging through the dirt and then finding new areas. So I had a meditation the other day where Source was explaining to me, like, you know, that's you guys, Dig Dug. And I was like, Dig Dug, why? That's a great game. Like, I remember that as a kid. And they're like, you remember what you had to dig through? Now imagine the dirt was the density, air quotes, darkness. Furthest you can go is the bottom of the screen in the Dig Dug, right? So you dig all the way to the bottom. Oh, that's it. That's it. In that game, that's as far as you can go. So in this game, you went to the bottom, dug all the way down. As you start to go down, things start coming out of that area that everyone's unaware of. Now, as Source, I know what's there, but it's almost like to fix it in the game, you have to unleash it. Like you have to see it and go, you exist, and then you could ban it or learn how to defeat it.
You have to recognize it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Before you can deal with it, you have to
So you have to recognize,
be aware of it. Yeah.
And be aware, and then you can do what you need to do within that density to take care of business. And if you don't, as you go down and you start digging through, they start compiling more and more and more and more and more. Yeah. So you're getting everything from demons to the reptilians to the mantis, the evil guys that are over here. The mantis aren't all evil. I'm just using examples of silly shit. Monsters around every corner, cuckoo, gaga, right? And then you have to face them down, because really in Dig Dug, you turn around and before they all gang up on you, you could like tap the button, and the way you're digging through, you could like the air pump the guy 3 times and he just explodes. So you face the guy instead of running through the dirt, you turn around and go, and he goes pop, and then you don't have to worry about that guy, but then they keep coming and stuff. So you're digging through. So he goes, okay, now imagine everyone's doing that.
Okay.
That there is no, we just drop you in. We need to see that area of the dirt be eaten away by the light. So where you make your Dig Dug holes, someone else will be making the holes in the areas that you did not,
Right.
thus
So-
allowing Nia's source into the deepest,
Darkest
darkest
places. Yeah.
places,
Mhm.
while you're anchoring each time you die
With
and
light.
lose your life.
Yeah. With light.
You
Okay. I
poof,
get it.
you like
All right.
leave an anchor of light that
Right.
I come to now and say, oh, this
Right.
is what's going on in here. This is why you'll hear people say, like, when I get to source, I'm going to tell them what you're doing here. This is what they do under like treacherous circumstances. Like there's nothing left. Well, you're going to kill me. When I get there, I'm fucking telling everyone what you did. That's what kids would say right before they leave. So the truth is that source is here doing that, literally doing that, sending us all in. And then we're all activating already with the knowledge hidden in us inside the human flesh to pop out at different times or at a certain time, specifically because they'll read you if you have it at any other moment than the times you get it. That's how the darkness kind of latches onto you. Oh, that's what you're going to do? Here, we could stop that. So instead of that, you just randomly activate because source is source. You can't, it's, I don't even want to call it random. It's divine at that level, but your source now, your mini source, you're up in here rocking.
Mm-hmm. That was deep.
It is deep. It's deep. It's really deep. This is what's going on now because everything's being uncovered.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What do we do now? It's like everything's being released. Okay, check it. I'll give you a great example.
Okay.
Do you remember the end of Ghostbusters? Everyone just comes out of the ground. Where they had
Oh yeah, all the ghosts.
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything just starts fucking flying around and going crazy. And you're like, oh, wow, look at this. It's being released just like that out of the portal. Where else have we seen that? The Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The portal opens in, well, as a matter of fact, it's in the same place. The portal in the Avengers
is in New York.
Is it right
Mm-hmm.
over the same place that it
Yeah, I
happens, where Gozer the Gozerians, like, we're going to open the doors right here.
Yeah.
And we're going to send out the one thing that you fear the most to destroy you. Right? She goes, are you gods? And Ray's like, no. And then she's like, then die. Now the answer is, of course you're gods. Everyone's gods. We're all deities. Right? For her to actually stay, if you were to slay her while she was on this side of the portal, she'd be reincarnated as a human. Her name would be like Phyllis, and she'd work in the diner. All right.
Phyllis,
just like
and
American
she'd work
gods,
in the diner.
just like in American gods.
Exactly like American gods. You're right. 100%.
Come on. When what
you're
was
right.
that? Kali?
You're right.
She was in every.
Yes.
It's like a multiple consciousness thing. She's in every
yes, I get
where
it.
we would make the stereotype that like Indian people own motels. She was the lady in the motel that cleaned every room every time, and then you'd look over, the lady answering the phone was her.
All the lady, yeah.
Right, and then it was also the restaurants.
Right.
So it was a certain kind of restaurants,
Right.
and then people would walk in, and she would see them there and be like, "What are you doing here?" So it was like,
Right.
"Whoa, what the fuck is this?" I'm telling you, I even saw myself, Horus character, right? And I saw Horus. He was like mirroring me, and they were like, "No, that's future you, which is also past you." But it's so I'm like, "How is that possible? It's impossible." And they're like, "Well, why is it impossible? Look around." And I saw all of those characters and all the other characters and every fucking character, and then ETs and weird things and things I didn't know, and everyone was in here. Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, holy shit. And then I said to Horus, "Hey, buddy." And he said, "Yes." I said, "Am I the only one of you in here?" Because I'd be hearing there's a lot of clone looking motherfuckers like me and a bunch of other ones like us, a whole bunch of us. And they said, yeah. I said, "So you're controlling multiple people?" Not controlling, is it? But your consciousness is in them.
Right.
And he was like, "Yep." So I go,
Right.
All right. So basically this sucks, right? I had the first initial thought like I'm not important or something, that I'm a projection or fractal of Horus. And then I said, you know, Horace, big guy, because he's fucking tremendous to look at. I said, do you know that I'm the singularity? And he came up to me and looked right at me and he goes, yes. Just like that. He went from being creepy to fucking yes. So I go, well, what happens to everyone else? He goes, they could all rise or not. And I was like, what? He goes, that's how it works, man. Everyone's in here.
Well,
I don't know where you think anyone is, but we're all in here together.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck? So those characters are controlling.
Yes.
Whether they're part of the hologram or not part of the hologram, and actually are creator beings just projecting in. And as those characters, it's true from both perspectives. And you know what's funny? It's true for those who aren't awake if you don't believe in it, because it doesn't resonate. So for you, it's true too.
Right.
It's true if it doesn't exist. That's how this works.
Just do you. Move on.
Yeah, well, just sitting here saying "do you move on" doesn't make for an intelligent.
If it doesn't resonate for
radio
you,
show.
No, I don't mean that.
Welcome to the conversation. This is Paula Milo, and she has to say, "Just do it. Do you?
Shut up.
Shut up and mind your business."
That's not what I mean.
Keep it going.
I mean, if it's not for you and it doesn't resonate, you won't want to listen to it. You won't want to talk to people that have the things to say about it, and that's fine.
That is fine. That's
totally
what I'm trying to say too.
That's what I'm saying. Life goes on. Every day we push forward, whether we like it or not, whether we struggle or we don't, because tomorrow inevitably is going to come. No matter how we try to prevent it, we cannot stop it. So what Frank and I try to do is prepare for the worst so that we can hope for the best, but we're always prepared for the worst. And it's a good feeling. It's a good
to have
feeling
the plan from
to have a plan,
one side of the extreme to the other.
You know,
to know what
it's
to
just
do.
Weird stuff like that. You know, I think it's for us, it works. You know, whatever you want to do. I mean, if you're encountering these entities, then by all means, talk to anyone in the group. But, you know, you got to put your protection up and you got to do what you got to do, because, you know, if it's unwanted, then you have to tell them to go. Period. They can't stay. You know, I got scared in the kitchen the other night and I was like, no, I'm handling this one on my own, you know, and I did. But every now and then, you know, I can't prevent it, but I can say I won't have it. And that works for me. So that's what I did.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But you got to want to do it, make the realization and step into it. So during my meditation, Source was like hitting me with laughter. And then I must have been doing something where I was telling myself, like, I need to be the wealthy one, not to take away from someone else. Everyone could do what they want to fucking do. I don't care. But if I'm wealthy, I can help them. Right. And I'm like, I can't help from here. I don't know what to do. You got to help me understand this, because I'll go to each kennel. Just like you were saying, I'm like, yo, I'll be that guy. I'll just show up and I'll fucking and happy, you know, anchor. Boom. Here, what do you guys need for a year or two?
What do you need?
Pay them for them all. Try to get everyone with families or whatever. But here's the money to do it. I'm not going to give my money to the fucking Red Cross and shit. I'm going to go, what's the matter with the Pop? He can't. They're going to take the house. What is this about? Well, he's old. You know, the Social Security doesn't cover. He's only got 2 more payments. Pay that shit and pay the rest of the bills for the year and then move on. I can help. I had a dream that was a nightmare. Gosh, I'm going to get really emotional. That where I lived in Mamaroneck, it was like a little village thing. And then like the water was right there. So there was like the outside that you can see and it looked kind of cool. And then from the inside, it was like, they were cute little Hobbit house looking things, right?
They were garden apartments.
Yeah. So I was having a nightmare that the whole place. No, when I lived there.
Oh, when you lived there.
That the whole place was on. Yeah, this is years and years ago.
Okay.
that the place was on fire.
Really? That's
And that
scary.
inside, as the place was burning, people were running into the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then these beings were there and they were fucking laughing and then just killing them one at a time, children, women. And I started screaming as I came out of the fire. I'm like looking, I could see them on the roof and they were just like watching us like we were in a pit and setting us on fire and doing all. And then they weren't doing nothing to me. And maybe they didn't see me for the moment. And I said, yo, you, what can I do to help? Please. I feel like I can do something, but you don't give me the fucking power in my own dreams to fucking do this. What the fuck? And then the next thing I know, a shield just went up my arm, like, and then I fucking ran with it across the rooftops and I started hitting these men and trying to save everyone. And I always thought I didn't have the power to do it, but I will have the power. I can have the ability to do this. Why is it coming through this way? And now we know what's been going on. Naturally, that was 10 years ago. There was reptilians and monsters and they're all over the place at the same time. You literally were swimming in their sewage in the deepest, densest place. As we start to rise, we don't even know we're rising. We don't even know what the fuck is going on. That's where I was. This was before ayahuasca.
Right. I get it.
Right. So why would this even come to me like this?
Because we have to, the dimensions are so close. So sometimes they cross over or into ours. And sometimes there's a little bleed through and you see something that you were not equipped to handle, or you see something maybe you weren't meant to see.
But the transformation was coming and they were feeding.
But you can't unsee it.
No, I know.
That's the thing.
Well, so that frightened me.
You're going to either, I haven't even tried that.
Why does it so scary then? And then under like ayahuasca or actually confronting it again, like opening the door to the closet and just staring at whoever's in there like, dude, you got to get the fuck out of here, compared to when it was. That frightened the shit out of me.
Because you were powerless. Already when you drank ayahuasca, you knew you had the ability to do anything you had to do, because in an ayahuasca ceremony, when they show you what they're showing you, in order to get through it, you believe that you can, and you do. So you already have the power to do it because you've already done it. That's why.
I just also felt it comes out later in life as the I am, we are.
But you
like, I can, we can. Like the girl on the cover of the thing that says we can do it.
But you will, because you have no choice.
Embodied
it's going
inside
to
of
anyway. You have
and then
to.
it not being able to be released, and you're begging some deity to send you the power.
You don't have
to find out that you are the power, but you couldn't actually access that.
No.
So those things were okay. I got to bet it. Inside your flesh suit is your little dot of light, right? Your point of light.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is what I was saying about covering that and not being able to use it, exactly like what I'm saying now. You're inside but can't release it. Putting on a shirt like Nike, just do it, but with the swish, but not understanding what demonic fucking sigil this is.
Right.
So you put it on and it makes that little ball of light.
Because it dims it a little bit.
Yeah, it goes, and then you put the hat on and it keeps the head one in. And then you wear the sneakers, right? Like, so now I'm having trouble wearing anything but like my favorite shit, like a superhero I fucking dig, or plain, or it has to be tie-dye. Because tie-dye is the fuck you deal with my energy.
Oh, because it's spiral.
I'm just shining.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind it. Well, what is the theory? There is no fucking thing. I'm just shining, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care no more, bro. Deal with it.
Right.
The
so the other way
shirt is just kind of like
it dims your light. So
I'm just rocking this mode.
Right.
I've learned that and then anything that has like a check mark or some weird shit, and I'm just like, throw that out. This has no rhyme or reason. I don't give a fuck how nice it looks. I just don't care, because I don't want to rock your shit no more unless you're coming from a straight place.
Right.
And when you are, I'll fucking be the first one to support you. I think it's great. You got to take all this stuff back and unlock and unleash. Like Optimus Prime, when he reaches into his chest and he pulls, this might be one you don't know, when he pulls the I can't remember what it's called. The Matrix. Oh, you fucking know it.
Yeah, I do know it.
No, it's also the Matrix of leadership, I was going to say.
Okay.
is passed down, but it is the allspark.
Mhm.
Yes. And you get it
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
one. Fuck yeah.
that's good.
You release that onto the crowd and they're like, what is going on? Everyone's blind. And then you fucking whip out the light sword and be like, you know what? Today's the day that I serve you cake. I'm service to others today, mother trucker. Step on up. Who's the first to drink from the fucking fire hose? That's the kind of day we're going to have. And then when these beings, because I'm going to keep this in straight with like what you can do against these entities and stuff, because I've been rolled up on. I don't know how your interactions are sometimes because you don't like to talk about this, like I guess publicly.
I always tell you when
But
something happens.
when
It doesn't happen often.
I'll be like doing, I'm going to use just the same example again. I thought a guy was teaching me how to do Tai Chi. I thought it was me in my imagination standing next to me as a teacher showing me these moves. And then he was showing it to me and I said, ooh, that's like, when it was like this, it was like, oh, tiger style. And he was just moving slow. Like, you're not supposed to do that. I was going, and then it got to mantis and I went, oh, like mantis style. And I looked forward and then looked back and it was a mantis teaching me. And he like looked at me like, oh, you're ready. And I literally was like, what the fuck, bro? I didn't know. I thought I was having an imaginative moment in my head right here.
Maybe you were.
While I was doing the movements.
Right. I get it.
And then he was really there.
Right. Waiting for you to
And I said, please don't ever do that again. Yeah. And he goes, I thought this would have scared you up front.
I don't.
And I said, no, you got to just be you. Because you just scared the fucking busy. Like you barely fit in the fucking corner. That's kind of fucked up. And I'm literally, the movement was literally what he does. Like he looked so good doing that movement. I'm like a master of the fucking mantis. Well, it's a giant mantis. Of course it would be the master of it. It's like Kung Fu Panda type shit.
I was just gonna say that.
Get out of my head. You know what I'm saying? But this is where all that comes from. Totems of the totem pole, your connections to each individual. Joe understands me when I'm talking about when you drink ayahuasca or you do any kind of psychedelic or you're just sitting in nature and the eagle comes or the hawk presents itself.
Oh yeah.
Or the gorilla comes.
Oh,
or
Joe
the cat mother comes.
Joe made me this beautiful wand. It's inside. It's with the other wands. I'll get it in a minute
So Joe unlocked.
It's a beautiful wand though. I love it.
Joe unlocked and learned. I want to say relearn because you don't learn how to do that quick. Like that's like.
Oh, I think he remembered something.
I was like, yo, that fucking looks like dragon scales on that, and it looks.
Oh yeah, it did look like dragon scales.
It was so powerful. Yeah. My mouth was watering, and my fucking eye was twitching and shit. So he went and hung out with Rihanna, wand master, and came home and knowing what to do. Amazing. Joe is an amazing.
Oh yeah, so he's been making these beautiful wands. So he made me a little wand. It has a very short handle and she is so powerful when you pick her up. I just don't want to get up now. And she's so powerful when you pick her up. I just have to I told her she can name herself, but she hasn't given me her name yet.
I couldn't believe what I was viewing while he was showing this beautiful, the different wands, the different styles, the different sizes.
Yeah, and he's never done anything like this in his life, and they're absolutely gorgeous.
So we're designed to succeed. You're designed to remember. You're going to remember who you are and what you can do, and what kind of craftsman you are, right? Like you guys, when he presents this to you guys, you're gonna freak out. You're gonna go, "Holy shit!" In less than a year, he changed into his real self. Ellen, in a year, different person, 100%. Although we all change every day, but I'm talking about so drastic that you're like, whoa, but you recognize the original. So you're like, oh yeah. So it's not just that you're proud of them. You know the energy and you're like, it's you.
It's like
we're our family. We're all family.
It's like watching children grow, but like watching it happen like overnight.
Yeah, like they go
watching, like watering a plant and watching.
They went to schools, they got A's and B's, and just went, foomp, and you're like,
it's amazing.
Wow, I can't believe you did it like that.
Well, everyone really. I mean, everyone.
Everyone always looks at me as this. Well, I go, look, man, I took the leap of faith, the jump, whatever you want to call it.
I did too.
And then
it
what
paid
I did
off.
in 6 years, you guys got me, and now you're doing in less than a year.
I did it too. I took a leap of faith, and it was the biggest leap of faith I ever took in my entire life. And I packed everything up and I moved back to the Bronx. And then shortly after that, I quit my job because I wasn't able to work anymore. And it really was the biggest leap of faith I ever took in my entire life. And it really has been paying off because I can manage and work through my pain now where I couldn't before because I was always working. And just being able to share a life with someone in the way that we have these years, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. So, you know, I took a very big leap of faith, and that's why I feel very comfortable saying the things that I say, because I know what my experience was. So yeah, sometimes you just have to do it because it feels like the right thing to do. It may not sound like the right thing to do, and it may not look like the right thing to do, but it feels like the right thing to do. Sometimes we have to do what we feel and not what other people think. So, you know, just keep that in mind when you make your moves. Yeah, that's what happened to me when I drank Aya for the first time. Well, no, when I had drank Aya a few times, and I noticed that I stopped drinking alcohol. It was very funny because I didn't have a problem with alcohol. Like, I could honestly say that I did not have a problem with alcohol, but it was just like a side effect. It was very strange.
Me
Yeah.
too. I completely dropped it.
Yeah, but you weren't a big drinker to begin with.
Yeah, but I did drink. I wouldn't, when I was doing cocaine, I wouldn't drink with it. But when I would drink, and then later on it turned into me getting that because I was blow myself out, and it just, the crowd just swayed that way when it happened for me, and then I just took myself out of the crowd and moved on with my life, but did what I did, decided to party when I wanted to party, but all of that literally fell away, all of it. So
not as interesting as my story. I just stopped, but go ahead.
No, I just stopped too. It just, all the crazy just goes away. See, you didn't think it was crazy because you were like, oh, I'm Paula, but it was nuts. You tell me stories and I go, oh, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. You know the nuts. You literally tell me stories that are so crazy, and then I tell you stories and you're like, bro, that's violently crazy. And I'm like, did you hear the story you told me before?
Yeah, but I was always gangster.
Whatever. You judgy little motherfucker.
I'm not judgy. I'm not judgy at all. I survived through a lot.
Right.
That's what made me tough. I'm not hard. I don't mean hard like I'm not hard. I don't mean that. It's what got me through and built my character.
Sound like you're channeling Kevin Hart.
But that's why I had to correct myself, because I don't want people thinking I'm hard, because I'm not. I'm a pussy, but not really.
You're definitely not.
I'm really not. I'm really not.
You put off a nice impression, and then
I'm really not. But if shit has to get done, it has to get done no matter what. And we do it. But, you know, because you don't have a choice. But everything terrible that has happened in my life has built character.
So the humbleness on this creature is amazing. Beyond amazing. The humbleness, the one that fucking puts the demon in its place, the one that helps across the board, you know.
Yeah, but only when I have to.
Listen, I know, only when I have to, right? It's like Batman, right? It's like, oh, you're real. It's like only when I need to be.
Right.
Okay, so
it's not Monday through Sunday.
The gangster doesn't walk around going, I'm gangster, I'll fucking kill you. That's not the real gangster. That's the guy you got to just punch in his face.
Right.
It's the one that's not talking at all. He's just watching the situation and kind of maybe even walked away. That's the dude you better worry about. Or the one that just sits there and keeps having a drink. Like, if you fucking come over here, I'm just going to get up and fucking shoot you in the face. That's a gangster, right? And just walk the fuck out, grab you by the head and fucking bash you and drag you outside. you go, "I bet you're already done."
But sometimes that's what
Those
has
are the
to
guys you
get-
got to worry about.
But sometimes that's what you have to do.
Well, I'm saying that's why people like to judgy McJudge people,
Oh,
especially
me in
us, because they
particular,
only
yeah.
know us from the show. Not that we're gangsta, but spiritually, you do.
Oh, I don't think
So
anyone
we
thinks
talk
I'm
about
gangsta.
what we talk about, but you're like, oh, they're just talking. I'm living through it before I fucking tell you about
Oh yeah,
it.
we have to
And
live
a lot of
through
times
it,
I don't
and
do a
then
show if
and
I
then
don't
we
really
ju-
have nothing to tell you.
right, because we have to live through something.
I have to live through stuff. Now we're all caught up. We're all in the fucking starship together. You know,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
already gets mundane when I fucking talk about cats for 2 hours, right? Because that's what I've heard. All kinds of weird shit. I hear all the fucking stories, but it's
what
the
people
truth.
complaining that we talk about cats?
Everyone wants DMT, UFOs, ayahuasca, how this, how that, why this. I'll answer all your questions, but the fucking truth. Here's the truth.
Oh, here is the truth. What is
No
the
matter
truth?
what they do and they show you and you go through and you think who you are and what you think is happening, you just have to be the best person that you can be
But you do.
in your life, and then take what you can that resonates and then just move forward, because there is no 100% silver bullet that'll work, and this one says this and this one says that and this one says this. Just take what resonates and moves on. The master class is listening to everyone and not being a fucking judgy McDick about anything, because you don't really you don't really know anyone.
Oh my
right?
god!
Like you don't, like, people are like, yo, you're not scared. I'm like,
Oh, there's something
like
on my foot.
this is like you're Frankie Fear. Like, to come to me with the craziest things, the craziest.
Is that one of the
And
cats?
I've been through the craziest things, so I get it. I listen to them, and I hear them out, and I give them fucking answers to their questions.
Oh, we have been through some crazy shit.
Listen, someone's got to be in this end of the pool doing whatever needs to be done, right? But then people look at us because they see us on here, and then go, "Oh well, they'll make some stupid weird shit up or see some." You're projecting whatever you want to see at me
They're
and
allowed
mine.
to say anything they
No,
want.
and you are, but the master class is to take what resonates
right.
and just move on.
Right.
Instead of going, you mother,
Oh, you're talking about the people that are hating on us. It's all right.
I'm talking about how to pass the fucking.
How to pass
you want to
it.
hear
Okay.
this, but the real story is how you not listen to the fucking story, but become the fucking story.
Yeah, do it.
You have to fucking get involved.
It's rough.
And stop listening. You have to listen inside of you. To do that, you play with cats, action figures, rub fucking dirt on your feet and hands. You go fucking swimming in salt water. You take baths. You're thankful. You're grateful. Your service to yourself, your service to others. But you don't want to hear that. You want to see someone walk off the fucking UFO. That's what you want, right? You want the DMT trip without taking the fucking DMT trip. But the truth is, those that are doing it, and those that aren't are just listening. And you need both, and it's very important.
But the truth is, and I'm going to say it, the truth is, if you've never experienced ayahuasca, you cannot understand ayahuasca. And it's a completely different modality than any other. And, there's a diet involved, there's a process involved. And it's something that you cannot understand unless you have experienced it. People can come close with other things, but that is a thing all by itself, and maybe it's meant that. Well, I think it's definitely meant that way, because I don't think it's meant for everybody to understand.
This is meant for no one to understand the whole thing, but for everyone to understand a piece of the entire thing, but understand that you're a little point of light, but you're really the whole fucking thing. Spiral in, spiral out, spiral in, spiral out.
Yeah.
What do you want to do today? Because I'm fucking Source. People are like, "Wow, you want to be your fucking Source?" Yeah. You literally said you wanted Source. We've heard you in your prayers and all that other shit. It's through telepathy. Those that are rising, that woke, that came here for that specific reason, are usually staring right at the person who's denying it, going, "Well, we're here in the human suits with you, but you seem to want to throw rocks in my fucking face and set us on fire and put us in caves and hang us and call us witches and warlocks and all kinds of weird fucking shit." And we're just trying to. Knowledge is just knowledge. I've seen in the last year people so scared of the truth that you just read the truth to them off the where You're like, yo, look at this right here. Like there's a fact and the truth right there. And because
What
it
are you saying? You
smashes
see
their
something?
system so hard, they get mad at you. Like you did something wrong and will attack you on all kinds of fucked up levels and cause a judgy McJudge fuck. And the master classes sit there and go, I'm not going to let them steal my shine. I'm not going to attack you. I'm naturally, unless you attack me, I'm not going to do anything, you know, but I'm also got to shut down the wall and the wall's no longer over here. It's kind of like over here. Like you push people back. Like you take a deep breath. Okay, everybody back up.
Yeah, I do it now. I learned how.
I watched you fucking do it. Yo, my hands are charged right now. So you do this and then get everything out in front of you. I'll be running up on me no more. I'm raising in frequency. And those that are jammed and congealed in there like a bunch of atoms that are stuck to something inside of another organism of some kind are starting to unleash and pull away. But no, the crabs in the bucket would pull down the one that's actually taking a look. You know, it's like, hey, don't go outside and look. It'll fucking whatever made up theory you fucking have.
Don't look up.
Yeah. Don't look up. If you do, you'll go to hell, which is down. Oh, but we dig in the ground. We dig in the ground. Why are you digging closer to hell and not trying to reach for heaven? You know, people are fucking just weird, right? Just realize it's all good. You're the creator of your own reality.
But it is all good.
In your projection, your truths are your truths, man. But if you're shutting your shit down and not being open, doesn't resonate. We tell you that doesn't resonate. Master class just moves on. Doesn't even say anything. That's the hard one, right? That's the hardest one. I'm up to the point now where I'm not being aggressively douchey and telling someone, go fuck, yeah, fuck. You know, like I don't do that. Like, no, listen, this is important because you know me. I could be Gorilla Frank, right? Like Gorilla Grodd.
You said it today.
All right. Well, I smash the keyboard like that sometimes, and then I just erase everything. And I rethink what I'm trying to say because there's something else trying to say what I just said. Like it came out first and it was not correct. And I backed it up and said to myself, why can't I say what I'm thinking in my head and sounds right and in my heart is not coming out on the fucking dun, 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 dun. So I don't press another button until I check myself before I wreck myself. This is what I really mean. This is what I mean to say. I'm not really mad at you. You just do whatever the fuck you want to do. I know how this game works. People used to yell at me in the front row, bro, you fucking suck while they're girls dancing. I'm like, but you paid $25 to get in, both of you. You literally paid for my next practice. Thanks. And you bought the album. Why are you here? Oh, I forgot why you're yelling at your girl is having a good time. So naturally it's my fucking fault. You can't just dance with your girlfriend. Give me a fucking break. But these are just examples all across the board of everything. And now awareness is rising. We're getting to that point. How does that happen? Each and every little one of those steps and levels, it's in the details. It's in the smallest of things and how you act, your attitude towards it, what you do, the thought process behind it, the why, the who, the how, the when, and then understanding that honestly, it's all good. Just relax. Just relax. It's only those creating their own fucking problems. I noticed that when I shut the fuck up, I realized I was most of my own fucking problems. Most in the USDA would be considered 90 to 95%. You put most, it means that. Because then it's all is the next statement you could make in an inspection. So if you say, like, most of this shit is bad, and a few of these things are good.
Those are the key words.
Yeah. So it's like, a few is like 10% or from 0 to 10. Right. And you start putting these things together and you're like, most, huh? Most, that's a big statement right there. But you out there in front of everyone. Yeah, because that's my calling. I don't know what else to do except kind of tell everyone the experience. You could choose not to listen. You could take what resonates and move up and move on. But it's really in the details of what you do in your daily life. It's like when you look in the mirror, do you say, I'm a fat, disgusting motherfucker? Like, do you go, I'm not worthy, or I'm a depressive son of a bitch, or you're a piece of shit when I look in the mirror? I've heard so much stuff from people, and I'm like, whoa. Like, I used to look at myself in the mirror and go, yeah, I'm not really happy with you, you whack motherfucker, right? And then just walk away. But years ago, I used to stand in front of the mirror, no matter what weight class I was in. Didn't matter. I'd go, right? And then don't take yourself so seriously. Look at you, naked, right?
But you still do that.
I know. I do it now. I didn't do it prior to being back with you.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a 10-year thing where I didn't do that because I couldn't. It was like, oh, what are you doing? So you can't be you.
Right.
But I do that because I can't take myself so serious. But I'm not being I'm
No,
like,
I think it's cute.
I'll look at something and go, I like that. I like that. I like that to get myself. People are depressed. They have depression. They have all kinds of weird shit. You have nothing to say?
I'm listening to what you're saying right now.
You know what happens when we get off air tonight, right?
Oh,
What?
What's gonna happen?
What happened?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What were you thinking? I just want to know before I say what I'm going to say.
What are you gonna say?
I wasn't going to say nothing.
Oh, okay.
So to get to all this stuff, it's in the details. So you want to raise your frequency and you're having issues. Stop trying to do the whole thing at once and do one thing. Get a new thought pattern going. Listen to a song you enjoy and sing along. Stop being a depressive duty and play the one that makes you dance. Listen to it for a few minutes and get that vibe going and remember what that feels like when the song is off and hear the song in your head playing. And when that song gets fucking old, replace it with something new that makes you feel good. It makes me feel good when I take a bite of this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I feel like I'm on Mount Sunshine and I'm fucking loving life and I'm powering up. You know, when I see Superman on screen, man, I fucking think that I could go to the sun and I could charge up just like him and have superpowers. Take the thought and run with it. Your imagination is key to the whole fucking thing. It's literally how the genie works in the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out and it's like, what do you want? It's like, well, this is all a metaphor for you. It's like, well, what do you want? Like, you can have anything you want. Well, you only get 3 wishes. That's the TV show. That's the book. It's like, oh, you only get 3. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's the demon talking to you. But the reality is you talking to yourself going, what do you want? You tell me. Because I'm everywhere, baby, and you're everywhere. So what can I get you? And you go universe or whatever the fuck your name is, Big Frank. I want to do music. Boom, things start showing up in life that makes you go music. And now you're making a choice. Well, I could do the music or I could not do the music. And you're like, holy shit, this is happening.
I manifested Hello Kitty lighters. I was talking about Hello Kitty, how much I love Hello Kitty. Patty, again. I don't remember if it was Patty or Tanya. I think it was Patty. She bought me a Hello Kitty garden set, and I have it. I just can't put it out yet because I have to make sure it's something that I could take in because I live in the Bronx. They'll take it. And then Della bought me this beautiful, big, gigantic Hello Kitty mug. And then Joe got me a Hello Kitty bowl. And then Patty sent these Hello Kitty lyres. So, I mean, that's manifestation. All I did was say, I loved Hello Kitty.
What about every time you close the contract and the next day that person
shows up,
manifests themselves, and then it goes down right in front of us?
I know. We were talking about ceiling fans the other day. So now that we declared and this is just an example. Now that we declared this is our forever home, since we can't make any moves, I said, Frank, we're putting a little money and a little energy back into this place. So we have 2 ceiling fans in the kitchen, and for some reason they stopped working like 2 years ago. Now it could have been just something that happened and I forgot why they stopped working, whatever. So I said, Frank, I'm going to go to Home Depot and I'm going to get 1 new ceiling fan. We're going to watch a video and we're going to put up the ceiling fan if they're not working. Or if they have a really good sale, we could squeeze out 2 cheap ceiling fans. Let's do it. So Frank was like, okay. He gets up on the ladder, checks to see what's going on. One of the ceiling fans work, which means the other one probably works. There's something stuck in the motor, I think. So I looked at him and I said, we just saved ourselves money at Home Depot because now we don't have to buy a ceiling fan. So, manifestation means all different things to all different people. For me, I saved money on a ceiling fan.
I fixed the speaker the same way. I got fed up.
You fixed
I said, I'm going to spend another $100 and whatever dollars, or I can just open it and see if I can do it.
And you fixed it.
Done.
And we use it. And now the summer's here. We always use it.
It's one of my favorite devices.
I know. Me too.
Manifestation works in a million different ways, right?
But this is what I'm saying. People put limits on their, I guess, imagination. They put limits
you
on
putting
what
the
they're
limits
asking
on
for.
it. You're like, I'll never have
anything.
more than that, or this is really whatever. I'm only
sky
worth.
Is the limit. There is no limit. Everything. everything in the universe is up for grabs because there's enough for everybody. So stop being scared.
Yeah.
Like even with this Bitcoin, the number drops.
Glad you bringing it up. So
the number drops significantly and people are freaking out. And it's like, just wait. Just hold on and wait.
Yeah. I said the other day, I want to be wealthy, and I declared it. And all the crypto markets dropped. And then everyone was hitting me up like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like,
it's not even that. Bill.
So I just started buying like a beast. And then I'm like, all the people you're not hearing about are buying it.
Already have it.
And they're buying it as the price drops. They're just going 1, 2, there it is, boom, and they just go in and buy. And other people are continuously doing their moves and selling and moving shit around on purpose to go like this, and then they're institutionally buying it up in mass. It's a fucking trick. So wait, you want to be wealthy? Guess what? You got to be in it to win it. I was like, wait a second. If I do this right now, this will be this in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, are those numbers correct?
Just do it.
Are those numbers correct?
Just
and then it instantly started going back up. And anyone that bought in at the low price has money, more money than they put in, period. And Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Nowhere, right?
No, it's not going anywhere.
It's literally the ecosystem of the storage of value of the fucking future. You could argue with me all day. I don't give a shit.
Oh, that's a pussycat there. That's what that is.
I'm in.
Oh, sorry, Bubba.
For the next at least 10 years, I'm not even going to argue points with you. Because last year it was $3,000. After going up to 20 and then going back down to 3 and then going to here, then going to there. I've been part of the ride for years. And there's others that were laughing at me because they've been around for years. The future is here. It's funny. We always lose people as soon as I say Bitcoin, and they're like, oh, mark of the beast and shit. No, the mark of the beast is the other coins, not all the other coins. Sorry. Centralized coins. So China bans all crypto and all crypto mining and says you can't get your money out if you don't do it within the next few days. Then it's illegal 100%. By the way, it's the 10th time they're doing this year. So everyone shuts down shop, and then they turn around and go, well, we offer you now the yen token, yen coin. And that's the CCP's own personal crypto. Totally centralized, watching everything you do, knowing each and every move you make. Not like Bitcoin at all. Someone sent me, or they put up in the Fearless family group, Bitcoin or blockchains being hacked. That's what it was. Blockchains being hacked. I'm like, okay, blockchains don't get hacked. What kind of shitty blockchain are you talking about? Is it a Bitcoin blockchain? Is it an Ethereum fucking thing? There's a million different ones at this point. You read the article. It literally starts with 51% of all stolen crypto comes from scam alerts that are clicked onto, where then they catch your ISP address and then start stealing you through there, or you let them in by giving them the keys, whether over the phone or literally typing it to them. The other 49% is if they literally take it from you and fuck you up and make you fucking give me your Bitcoin right now, all your passwords, all your codes, transfer it here. Do it. So I'm like, oh, so basically everything, like everything else. Way to scare everyone, crypto dick. Not the guy that posted it in the room, the writer of the article, total douchebag, fucking clickbait bullshit, right? Crypto is really good for what we need to do for our future. We're literally going into the future. The beast system is the system you're watching them trying to implement. The anything that's centralized, like the central banks, is them. Anything decentralized, 100% decentralized, you'll be like, that's terrible. I'm like, it works great, because I could still get in the node. If you rob from me, I know where it goes. It goes to this address, and that can be traced. I just can't open the node. They can't open it. I have to show them. Be like, look, I sent it. It went. They received. Multiple computers vex that it is correct and agreed to it. There's no way to bullshit that theft. And then you could go to court. You could open the node and take a look at it. That's how that works. So if you lose your ledger, as long as you have your 12 password phrase and your regular password, you can just go get another ledger. You can smash it. You can just open it up in another country. You're downloading the ledger app into the computer that you're in, or the app from your phone. They're making it very cool. Whereas PayPal and Cash App, a few others, Robinhood, you don't actually own your coin. You could use the Cash App inside the Cash App to make purchases with things from within the Cash App, or what it allows you with, but you can't take the coin off the app. Robinhood, you can't take your coins off of Robinhood. Try it. Say, I'm taking this and putting in this wallet over here. I'm going to go from here to here. They're going to go, no, you have to cash out and go over there. So if you're on Coinbase and you purchase it and you have it in their wallet there, there's ownership issue with that. You're secure. Probably it's 150,000 in each account, like FDIC type stuff. Some are bigger. It's like 250. And but if they close down, you can lose your crypto. Like if Coinbase, their servers shut down. But if you take it off Coinbase and put it on the ledger or on like the Exodus for your computer, it's like your little bank app and stuff that you have like literally locked on here. People, you can't get into that. Only you could get into that. And you could get a new computer and someone could steal your computer. And if they don't have the passwords and the 12 phrase, they're not getting in. Doesn't matter. You do whatever the fuck you want to do all day long. The technology is way not there yet. And once you activate it on this end, you're just rolling. Whereas other coins and other things will try to ensure holding you down and watching your transitions. PayPal, you don't own your stuff either. However, not bad. You put 100 into Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes to 100, and you're someone who takes Ubers, right? And you PayPal works with Uber, or you can purchase things under, like, let's say $10,000 inside of PayPal. Right. You should throw 100 into PayPal if that's how you only want to do things, just to see how it works. But you'll never be able to take your coins out of PayPal and put them on a wallet somewhere and say, no, this is mine. You'll have to cash out, get cash, and then go back and buy more Bitcoin. But at the rates it's moving, you'll never have it at the rate you got it from unless it drops, which is what it's doing now. And they're like, well, it dropped a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I've been telling you since 800. I'm not barking. So at $800, we had the same argument we're having now, years later. Yeah, but all the talk show hosts that came out against me and said, I'll debate you right now. You fucking guys know who you are, because I'm sure some of you listen to the show. Not only didn't take me on the show, I didn't want to debate you. I was just going to literally factual tell you what blockchain is and the technology. Why shouldn't you? You just said it too. There's enough for everyone. There's literally enough for everyone. You don't got to hoard the Bitcoin. Just get some percentages of it. A couple of $100 in it. Secure your fucking kid's school for the next 1,000 years. Like, do something for yourself. Do you want to be wealthy? Do you want to be rich? You don't have to get wrapped up in it. It's a couple of bucks. You smoke cigarettes, you spend that money, you fucking cigarette smoking motherfucker. Don't lie to yourself, right? You alcoholic. You fucking look at me in the eye. Look, I did shit too. If I had all that money back, I put money in and said, I want to get back all the money from smoking cigarettes. I got it back. And I was like, it freaked me out. I was sitting here with Paula going, oh, I don't even know. Oh, and it's like, well, you asked for that. You literally asked for that. And when you were a kid, ayahuasca was showing me when you were a kid, and they said, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to make at least $1 million. And everyone laughed at me. So whatever. Anyway, so we all are destined to become the hero in our story. And I suggest taking the leap of faith sometimes, as long as you know and understand what this means, what it means to you, what it makes you feel like in your heart. And then you make the choice based on what's best for you, period. You're not here to impress anyone else, to make someone else proud of you or not proud of you. You got to do what's in your heart. Well, be proud of me, show up here and do this. It's like, well, I don't do that anymore. Like I literally can't do that. You'll be having dudes come out of scenarios where it's in their culture to like kill an animal on a certain ritual day and they can't do it no more. I didn't spray the yard really yesterday. I kind of did.
Oh, with the
I couldn't do it.
The bug spray.
She gave me poison. I didn't know it was the poison. I thought it was
the other spray.
I know, because she has all of the organic sprays, and then my hand started burning right here. It's still here.
So you knew it was the.
And I said, I'm not doing this.
Did you
I don't
throw it away?
No, she wants what she wants. Listen, it's your choice. You got a dog now, and you got this going on. I can't be the guy that soaks this, and then your dog
just threw it away.
Cannoli gets a fucking cancer cell. But I can't even do that. I talk to the ants. They laugh. People laugh. Go talk to your ants. Then I go. I talk to yours. It worked.
You talk to them here, and they don't come in anymore.
Anyway, do what you got to do for you, and we love you for just being you. Nobody's judging you. Just do it. If you judge me, I'm just gonna be like, whatever, homie. Here's the mirror. I'm holding it for you. I'm holding it for you. You holding it for me?
Later.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy your the rest of your Saturday night. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I understand that your time is valuable to you. And I want you to know that just living life the best way you can in the situation you're in. Sometimes you can't get out of the situation, but you can kind of switch the way it affects you, right? You kind of take control of self.
Make the best of it.
And then not letting that energy affect you and let you in. And you just kind of, you become king of your space, queen of your space. Agreed. I love you. I love all of you. I see Zach's here. I love Zach. I fucking love that guy. Spending understanding. And yo, so Kevin and I have been working. Oh, talk about the 26th. All right. Hold on. Shit. 26th. All right. The full moon was 2 weeks ago. The 26th is the portal date that activates the new incoming energy. Like this has been like a little lead up. So what it would be is like a foreshadowing of what's to come in the new lighter energies. And they're about to pour out permanently from the 26th to June 8th. And then the portal closes, but the energy's permanent. Kyle Permanente, as I like to say. So as the energy comes in, watch your manifestations. It's going to be, we talk about this all the time. It's right in the intro of the show. Manifestation becomes quicker. What you think becomes real. Right? This is where you're fucking headed. So when you go, I've been manifesting all good things in my life, and then you're going to give me shit, I'm just going to laugh at you. I'm going to say, well, you're doing it, man. Well, you're doing it. Congratulations. So just watch, because this is the moment. Right? Just like the song. This is that moment, one moment in time. But it's permanent. So we were going like this up the stair, coming over, and we're like, oh, okay, this is the new area. Oh, this ain't too bad. It was a little crazy at first. We got up over that hump. You start walking, and boom, it's just boom, 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 all new energy. And that energy is going to take us up into the next step. Think about it like that. Ascension. We're spiraling up. You could think of it in the spiral. It's the same thing. It's on that staircase. So I love you guys so much. Remember, the universe rewards bravery. Stay fearless, everyone. Make sure you stay grounded. Ground yourself. Grounding's important. Most important. We love you. Paula loves you.
We love you. Thank you.
And Kevin and I are doing Sons of the Sun, and we're really getting into it. And we're going to be releasing some tracks. Really, I know I say this a lot, but it's really good. Like, he hit like a crescendo with what he was doing that made me go, oh, I got to up my fucking game, like hardcore. Like, I thought I started blaming equipment and all kinds. Like, it's not my fault. But we talked about it today. It was mad fun. Kevin's the best. And he's such a good fucking producer. Holy shit. So I'm getting my game together. So as soon as we throw it down, it's in the game. So shout outs to everyone that's going to be part of the Sons of the Sun. Check us out. We have a Facebook page and everything. Give a like, give a share, show people you care, or don't. Just don't give me shit. Willow, Tony, Rob, Haska, Della, and everyone. That was like the end of what was that TV show?
Romper Room.
Romper Room. And have a good night. If you need us, we're here.